hello. This is Sun, Moon, and Roots. It is July 17th, and it is the new moon in Cancer tonight. So, we're going to get some energy. I pre shuffled, and ironically enough, when I stopped shuffling, um, uh-oh. When I stopped shuffling, there we go. A new start is coming was the energy, which is actually ironically enough the new moon energy. Up underneath that, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So basically, with this new moon, I feel like many of you manifested this. Or you're manifesting this with this new moon in Cancer. Um, Cancer, um, obviously, is ruled by the moon. It also has to do with like motherhood, family, um, childhood, even, um, and those experiences. So, for many of you, you could be manifesting a better relationship with your mother, or that's what's coming about right now. For others of you, you could be becoming a mother, whether it's the first or subsequent time. Um, Especially like I'm hearing for some of you if you've had difficulty getting pregnant. Yeah, for others of you, you're manifesting a new partner. You're definitely manifesting a new partner, new love. For some of you, it could be with a Pisces or a Gemini, a Scorpio or Aries, or you could be one of these signs as well. For some of y'all, you doing it on the down low or you need to. Um, People may not, and it's funny because I saw this similar energy, like this similar, more or less, statement made earlier from one of the readers that I follow. It's either Retro Tarot on Instagram or it was by, I think it's Sacral Empress Tarot. Ooh, girl, if I'm chopping your name up, I'm sorry. Um, but she has a dope page. They both have dope pages. I love their messages. Um, so go follow them, y'all. Shout out to them because they, child, when I say they be on point all the time, they be all the time. Hey, welcome in the room. How are you? Um, but I feel like y'all need to keep whatever you're manifesting, whether it's a baby, whether it's a new relationship, whatever it is. I feel like whatever this is, keep it on the down low. Don't tell too many people about it. Don't tell. For some of you, you don't even need to tell anyone about it. Not even your mother. For some of you, like I said before, you're becoming a mother. Someone around you could be becoming a mother. And for some of you too, it may not literally be a physical baby for you. It could be a grandchild, it could be a niece, a nephew. It could also be the fact that you have so many ideas within you right now that you are basically could be sitting on. Um Thank you. I'm glad you love my videos. Thanks for becoming a subscriber as well. I definitely appreciate everybody. Um, Many of you though, like, okay, so for some of you, this full moon may start like the beginning of like celebrations and reconciliations. The beginnings of friendships, partnerships, um, harmony for some of you. Like we're in that beginning of summer phase, right? So a lot of you could be attending weddings, could be going on dates, could just be invited out. You're deciding to show your face a lot more. Um, you're getting out the house a lot more. You're kind of breaking that homebody kind of vibe that you may have been in, or the hermit mode. You're kind of coming out of it now. It may be selectively, though. I will say that it may be very selectively. For some of you, I feel like this could be a baby shower or a baby that's being done on a low or planned on a low. It could be a surprise for someone, for the actual mother. You could be involved in this. For some of you, your baby daddy being sneaky. He trying to make you happy. It doesn't necessarily have to be your baby daddy either. It could be your actual father. It could be a brother, a cousin, just your significant other. But somebody is trying to make you happy. Somebody might be bringing something back from the dead, if that makes sense. Um, I get more so of a rebirth energy off of the death card with this layout here than something just coming to an end. Now, for some of you, that is exactly what's happening with this new moon. Like you're seeing, okay, well, for some of you, it's literally a water sign. It's literally a Pisces that you're cutting out of your life, cutting out of the family circle. For some of you, they're trying to cut you out the family circle. Um, I feel like they may be celebrating too soon. For some of you, they're celebrating the fact that they're trying to cut you out. Um, but they won't be able to really do that. Um, Even if that's what they're planning. For some of you, your parents, might be helping you do something. Um, could be your parents, your friends could be getting together again. This goes back to that secret um event that they may be planning or plotting for you. For some of you, I almost get the sense like you weren't able to have your baby shower before you had your baby, or this is what's going to come for. Okay, so this star card won't go anymore. Won't go anywhere, despite the fact that I keep shuffling. So for some of you, you could be in a space where you're healing right now. Um, for others of you, you are in a space where like there's renewal, which also goes back to that death card energy where I was picking up on the rebirth. Um, yeah, whatever this is, it's successful. Um, it doesn't necessarily have to be like you're recovering physically. It could be you're recovering spiritually, financially. You could have just made a huge purchase when it comes to like your family. Like you could have just bought your parents a house, bought your parents a car, um, something like that. And you could have been very slick about doing it too, because you know how they are. Like, you know, they might complain, you know, they might turn you down. Like, don't do this, don't do that. I almost get the sense like if this is surrounding your parents or one of your parents, it's kind of like, you know, your parent is a hard worker. You know, there's someone who, you know, gives everything to their family, and this is like you guys' chance to give back to them finally. For others of you, this is their chance to like really be able to give you what you may have always wanted, to some degree, whether your parent is on this side of the veil or on the other side of the veil. I feel like they may be helping you in some way um, heal certain parts that may have been not necessarily destroyed, but maybe not necessarily the happiest, like when you were a child. Um, for others of you, I definitely feel like Spirit is giving you some level of a victory or a reward. You're gaining some level of recognition from the people that are around you, possibly simply from your family. And this could have been something that I heard you craved in the past, right? It could have been something that you craved in the past, but you kind of, I heard, gave up on. Um, it could even be that one of your parents recognized you more than the other one did, and you have always sought the recognition of one particular parent, and you're finally getting that. Which is why there may be a shift in your confidence. There could be a boost in your confidence as well. Um, for some of you, you may have been at a distance doing your own level of healing, and you're about to like you could have been away from home, and you're gonna go home soon. For others of you, I do feel like this has to do with some level of childhood, not necessarily trauma, but there's things in your childhood that you may have needed to heal, and that's what's happening here with the Six of Cups. And on top of the Star card, I definitely feel that Sun card here, and that's another child. Now here's the thing though, it could be like, remember I was picking up on like pregnancy energy. It could literally be that you're finding out you're getting your wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups, with a child on the way. For some of you, it could be doubles. For some of you, it could be triplets. And it's funny because when I woke up this morning and got on TikTok, I saw a lady, um, and she was a person of color. She was a black woman. Um, she's pregnant with triplets, and I think she's like within the week that she's supposed to give birth, or within the next, I would say, few weeks to 30 days or less, she may be about to give birth. Um, it's interesting because I was just about to split the deck to shuffle again. Aries is here, and what is that? Taurus is here. Now that's the Emperor card and the Seven of Pentacles. Four could have some significance to you as well with this message. Yes, too, because both of those cards are yeses. For some of you, you may be getting into you want to invest in a business, or you want to start a business. This is your confirmation to go ahead and do that. Some of you are wondering whether you should invest in a business or invest in yourself to be able to start a business later. This is your confirmation. If you needed a sign, here it is. For others of you, you may be putting more structure into your life. For others of you, it's literally you're putting more structure or more thought into, more planning into your actual garden. How you're going to feed your family. You may be actually meal planning, or that's something that you need to do, which you may start it within this new moon cycle. I'm gonna drop those down there. Yeah, some of you, you might be cutting certain behaviors out, cutting certain people out within this new moon cycle, or you did that within, um, yeah, you did that during the last full moon for some of you. Like it might for some of you, it whoever you cut off, it could have been very difficult for you to cut this person off, like because there could have been a part of you that felt like you might have been missing the opportunity with this person, by possibly leaving them behind or eliminating them from your life. For some of you, it could have been a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. For others of you, it was an Aquarius. Like you kept looking back at this person like, damn, should I really leave this behind? Should I leave this situation behind? Should I leave this person behind? But I definitely feel like you surrendered whatever it was, whether it was a person, place, situation, whatever it was, you left it behind, you surrendered it. I already gave it to God, or that's what you need to do. For some of you, this is a relationship. This was a relationship that you may not have, um, like you may have been, you or this person, or both of y'all were in and out of this relationship. It wasn't really taken serious for the most part. Um, for others of you, it was just simply a sexual relationship. Like this was your fuck buddy, but you decided to leave this person behind because you want to make better decisions for your life. You might want a clean slate or whatever. For others of you, you could literally be dreaming about the person that you actually want to be with. For some of you, you might be having sexual dreams right now about a particular person, or you will tonight. Some of you may be doing sex magic in regards to possibly a Sagittarius, Libra, or Pisces, or one of these signs could be significant to you. Cancer could be significant as well. Someone could want to come in towards you. Just be mindful that you don't end up regretting it later or having any burdens come upon you later. Um, because this person could also be a liar, could be an abuser, could be someone who would be a criminal or cause some type of physical harm to you or others. Um, for some of you, like this is a person who might be coming back around, because well, not because, but this is a person who could be coming back around who could have done these things to you in the past. Um, yeah, they definitely may be coming back in trying to communicate with you. I would definitely highly say do some return to senders tonight. Um, so this is my list, right? Now you pick and choose with education and make an educated decision upon what upon these recommendations, right? But a night like tonight, I would do obviously cleansing, banishings, things like that, even though I would usually reserve those for Saturday so that in theory you would have already done that, right? But let's say you didn't. Okay, so you cleanse your space, you cleanse your physical body, you cleanse your physical space, you spiritually cleanse those spaces, and you spiritually cleanse your body. How can you do that? You can do it with smoke, you can do it with floor washes, door washes, etc., etc. Wipe things down with Florida water, including yourself by putting a little bit in your bath water, or making a tall 7-Eleven big gulp cup full of, just regular water and Florida water. Even salt. Put a little pinch of salt in there for purification. Cleanse yourself. And that's just a real simple one off the top of my head, y'all. Like the most basic spiritual bath. Um, Always do your research, though. You can find different recipes here on YouTube as well from different spiritualists. Whatever your gut says goes, is what I like to tell people. Um, but of course, I always say do your research. So, all right, if your gut tells you you have a bouquet of carnations sitting on your altar, and your gut tells you pop one of the heads off of one of those carnations and use it in their spiritual bath and, you know, rub it between your hands while it's in that water, then hey, that's what you do. Then while you doing that though, or before you do that, look it up. It could be a reason why they want you, your spirit team wants you to use that. Um, yeah, okay. So under this new moon, your spirit team may ask for you to give rather than to receive. Um, for some of you, that does not mean that you go back to the space where you are not open to receiving, because some of you have been in your spirit team has been teaching you, the divine has been teaching you how to receive. You are probably someone who gives, whether it's your time, your finances, your love, whatever it is, you give, you pour into people. What you do not have a problem with it, which the divine does not have a problem with you doing either. It's just with that pouring, right? They don't want you to pour from an empty cup. So that means that they don't want you to deplete yourself in being able to give love and affection and time and whatever it is into someone else, right? Or something else. For some of you, I'm specifically hearing, and they're wanting me to say this, to stress this. As much as you are putting time into someone else's dream, you need to put an equal amount, if not more time, into your own dream. For some of y'all, you are definitely slacking on your pimping. Like, you have wonderful ideas. You are a brilliant individual. It's just you're not using your brilliance to a way where it can benefit you to where you can actually finally sit down like you've been wanting to. Now, this doesn't apply to everybody, but for those that this applies to, it applies to you for real. It's time for you to really give back to yourself. It's time for you to finally chase your dreams and allow yourself the permission to chase your dreams. Um, for many of you, though, too, I feel like Spirit has been communicating a lot of this to you already, has been telling you how, you know, you are about to walk into a season that is not just going to stay at just one season of abundance. Many of you, it's not just going to be financial. It's going to be, you're going to be abundant with love. You're going to be abundant with joy, with laughter. The people who are around you are going to be good people. And it may be a lot of them. You know, for many of you, you have prayed for like a real family or for your family to like reconnect, reunite. For some of you, I'm hearing you might actually finally get that family reunion that you've always been asking for. I feel like it might actually happen. For some of you, the abundance is actually here now, or it's on its way. Like, you might have been going through some financial struggles where it's been giving you anxiety. It's been a hell of a battle. Like, you might have been going through like a major battle with someone. It could even be over a home. But I definitely feel like you're going to come out on top with this, whatever it is. It could even have something to do with the home situation or with your stability. Like, you probably been wondering, like, where is this money supposed to come from? Spirit been talking about, you about to get this money, you about to get this money. You probably been hearing a billion and one messages saying you gonna get a windfall of money, you gonna get this, you gonna get that, and you like, well, where is it? Cause I don't see it. Like, these messages must not be for me. And you might be getting to the point where you really are feeling like, damn, I'm listening to these separate readings, or this is coming up in on my timeline, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever it is, Threads, whatever it is. Like, you're seeing all of these different messages, and it's damn sure hard to ignore, but you just don't. see like how this shit is gonna come, and you praying like, oh my God, just don't let nobody be harmed, especially none of your own people, like so that you can get whatever this abundance is. But trust me when I say I don't feel like it's gonna come from someone being harmed or anything like that. But I do feel like it is going to come from you taking some leap of faith. Um, I do feel like it's going to take you being independent in some way. But I also feel like spirit is giving you a cushion because there's going to be a lot of options. Um, there's going to be several clouds for you to land upon, from 7 to 9. I heard to 13. So 7, 9, or 13 could be significant for you. For some of y'all, even 21, because 21 just jumped out at me very significantly. Also, I was just on TikTok and um, I love Nikola Tesla, y'all. So let's just put that out there. I love Nikola Tesla. Um, I love his brain, how his brain worked. Um, the Fibonacci sequence has been something that I've been absolutely intrigued by since I was small. And I finally kind of get it now. Well, I can't say kind of, but I get it now in a lot of ways. Um, but many of you are like, oh, opening and closing out cycles right now. It's like a simultaneous action where it seems as if you are destroying and creating at the same time, which you absolutely the fuck are. Because you're ending a lot of things. So like it's a lot of mindsets that are going out the window. It's a lot of habits, behaviors, like it's certain ways that you're even speaking to yourself, speaking to others, that you're shifting, you're changing. Um, who you're dealing with, you're shifting, you're changing. Um, because you're realizing like with this independence, you also have a level of confidence. Um, and it could be that it came from you being distant from certain people and recovering, healing yourself, rejuvenating yourself. For some of you, I'm hearing redeeming yourself, feeling stress free, being in your own solitude, being by yourself, where you were finally able to like move forward into a smooth, um, or calmer space in your life. Despite the fact that it's been a lot of people who have been trying to still have conflicts with you. For some of you, it's literally been your counterpart, because we saw back there that the King of Pentacles was out there. This is the Queen. There have been a lot of people who, even if it's not your counterpart, for some of you it could be your counterpart, but Virgo could be significant. You or your partner could be a Virgo, or both of y'all are Virgos, or both of y'all have Virgo placements, or Virgo, Leo placements. There's Aries as well. Here's also Cancer, and Cancer just came out twice, I say. Um, Taurus is down here as well. And I see Aquarius out here just from the cards that are peeking out. But it could be somebody that's around you, or several people even that's around you, that could just be really trying your patience, could be really, um, how can I put this? I'm gonna just say it how I hear it. They testing your gangster for real, because they know that you're someone who is really laid back, peaceful for the most part, and they basically is gonna come around, or are coming around to start some shit, because they see how at peace you are. You know, the fact that you aren't really paying attention to them anymore. For some of you, this could be a fire sign coming towards you, trying to start some shit up with you, and you still gonna be laid back and just as chill as you were before. For some of you, you might have fire and earth in your chart. Um, for others of you, you have fire, earth, and air. Um, But I feel like this new moon is the beginning of something new for you. Um, Definitely the beginning of many, 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 many victories is what I'm hearing, what I'm sensing. Despite the fact that people gonna still try and come at you with some bullshit, I don't feel like it's really gonna matter because like spirit's gonna kindly move them the hell out the way. For some of you, you're experiencing endings right now within your love life because there's an even better person that's coming around now towards you. A new romantic cycle begins. For some of you, you could be a Libra or this person could be a Libra. Um, yeah, for others of you, you could just have a cardinal or it could be a cardinal sign. So what is that? Cancer, Aries, Libra. Damn, and it's one more. I think it's Capricorn. Um, for some of you, this person, like you might be under this I mean not full moon, new moon. You could be manifesting new love. For some of you, like spirit is telling you, like under this new moon, you may need to take the initiative to have new love. You might need to actually go out, despite the fact that you might feel conflicted about that because you're used to being a homebody. You used to chilling at home on your own in your own solitude, enjoying your own damn company, and that's cool. You can enjoy your own company. Hey baby, how you doing? You can enjoy your own company. That's cool. But at the same time, there are moments where you do crave to have the attention or share space, conversation with other people, whether it's a romantic or a platonic way. That's what you're craving. But you have to make the initiative of actually going out, sugar. They can't Amazon plus you no friends. They can't Amazon plus you no damn man, no woman, whatever, like whatever your preference is. Like they could, but they can't. You dig me? Like, so go ahead and go out. For many of you, you already been working on your confidence already. You've been working on your appearance, but this conflict that may be right here is the fact that, despite that, the fact that you know you look good, you feel good, and all of that, despite that, you know on the inside you good, your money good, things like that, or at least these are things that you're working on. You might have some negative self-talk that's still showing up right now, and with this new moon energy, you might be coming up with new affirmations, or you might be finding new music, new ways to meditate. Because my homegirl just told me earlier, and she's a therapist. Like shit, when I say she has saved my life on several occasions, like shout out to her. Like T, I really love you, baby. Um, she's at a conference right now, like one of them big wig psychological conferences and all of that shit, and she was saying like how she's going to incorporate more meditation and the ancestors and things like that within her world between her and her baby, and how it's basically about that time, and how it would be more cohesive, for his overall well-being, her overall well-being, for not just the short term but for the long term. And I just thought that was so beautiful because literally just her being there at the conference, it did its job. And she might have felt nervous about even going to the damn conference in the first place. But the fact that she even went at all, she was able to open up, like her being there was able to open up her mind enough to see where she can improve at home, where she can take these skills and, you know, expand and make at home better. And for some of y'all, you might even be nervous right now. Like, you know that you can do a certain task, you look good, smell good, feel good, but you might be hesitant to actually put certain plans in motion because it's like you still worried about what people might say, what they think, whatever it is. That should be the furthest thing from your mind right now. Like, Don't worry about what people gonna say, think, none of that shit. Like, it really don't matter. Like, the divine is setting you off on this new path for a reason. You are in the place that you are for a reason, even if it's not necessarily the most ideal place that you would like to be. Like, if you really aren't feeling it with this Queen of Cups and this Four of Cups, like, I get it. But at the end of the day, you really are where you're supposed to be, because there's something about where you are right now that really is the blessing. Like, even though it might be a lesson with it, it really is the blessing. I really feel like under this new moon energy, a lot of you are gonna feel like are gonna stop feeling like, is what I heard, spirit gave up on you, or spirit rejected you, or spirit just keep telling your ass no. um I feel like you're about to see the reason why, like, you couldn't have it as immediate as you were asking for it. um you're finally about to see the reason why spirit said, yo, whatever you were asking for was a custom order and it couldn't be a rush job. You're about to see it. um like, it's about to be tangible. You can really look at it, you can touch it, you can feel it. Like, look at this. It's the pages, and although it may feel small at first, it's going to grow. Because look at that. That page of wands jumped to a king of wands real quick. Real quick. For some of y'all, this could be the fact that you are stepping into um or moving into a new contract. For some of you, you're starting your own private practice, whether it's legal, medical, whatever it is. You could be getting your own store, because the Six of Pentacles is also a merchant as well. The King of Wands is someone who is a leader, who takes initiative, who can run a whole show without nobody. That's the ringmaster in the damn circus, basically. That's who the King of Wands is, and they're gonna have fun the whole way. Um, for some of you, I feel like you may be getting some type of financial retribution, if that makes sense. Um, a financial refund, even. It could have something to do with the fire sign. Like, you could be getting it from a fire sign. For some of you, this could be child support. This could be you're finally divorcing your ex and they got to give you some money, whether it's alimony, child support, whatever it is. For some of you, this could be school is finally giving you your damn refund after you don't fought with these people. Um, for some of you, I heard the damn dentist. I don't know what that got to do with anything. For others of you, um, this is some type of a reimbursement that has to do with possibly court. It could, for some of y'all, it could be like a traffic ticket. Like, somebody tries to give y'all a ticket knowing damn well, like, you could turn at this particular intersection or whatever. Or this could be what's coming towards you, but they got to give you your money back. Or, um, shit, you might have paid your taxes late or did your taxes late and you're finally about to get your refund back. Um, for some of y'all are literally seeing, like, cause your ancestors could have been on your head about you starting a business, or you being more confident in your particular skill set when it comes to your job, and they're about to show you, like, all right, even though you may not be at the level that we told you that you, quote unquote, should or could be at, right, by, quote unquote, this particular time, whether it's right now or in the future. um I feel like they're about to reward you for whatever little or large amounts of confidence. Yeah. Prosperity lies ahead. Yep, for you having faith in your dreams, for you being confident in yourself. And look at this. This is all new moon energy. New moon in Leo, new moon in Taurus. Like, yeah, that's a waxing crescent moon, but that's a new moon up there. Libra, Leo, Taurus could be significant. But yeah, you need to continue to have faith in your dreams. Like, I feel like a lot of y'all are gaining confidence in a particular idea or source of income. It might even be that the investments we saw in the earlier part of the reading could actually be coming to fruition now. You're actually seeing the fruit from the seeds that you've planted or are beginning to actually plant the seeds. You're not just thinking about, okay, I want a garden. Well, you actually went out and you done bought the seeds and you done bought the tools and now you're actually about to start planting them and stuff. And it's about to grow. You might be overthinking it to a degree, and that's okay. But don't overthink it to the point where you overthink yourself out of a blessing. Because that part, that's what's gonna really break your heart. That's what's really gonna hurt your feelings, is the fact that you knew that the divine was gonna give it to you just as long as you had the faith of a mustard seed. You know what I'm saying? Just a pinch. They ain't need you to have a whole lot. They just need you to have a pinch. They just needed you to take the skills that um, you already knew or had, or to learn some new skills and move forward. And not to tell everybody your damn business. Don't be running around telling your classmates, your coworkers, your friend. And for some of y'all, yes, this includes your best friend. Your best friend is not as confident, and for some of y'all, your best friend is the reason why you are not as confident as you possibly should be in a particular idea or a particular area of your life, because that person is not confident enough to make certain changes in that same area of their life, right? You might even know this too, and you kind of like poo poo it, or, you know, try and push it out your mind, like going one ear out the other type of energy with it, but you can't. You got to stop doing that, because more or less that's the same kind of shit that this friend or this person is doing. Um, in some ways, as much as they love you, they're a hindrance because they scary as fuck. You be okay. Let's say it's between two people, you and this friend, right? You're the more confident of the two of you, even though you have your moments where you doubt yourself, you have certain fears, things like that. But yeah, like, yeah, you sometimes you're the friend that doesn't think before you leap. You just fucking leap, and spirit catches your ass anyway, because that's exactly what they wanted you to do. Meanwhile, this friend, they thinks too much to where, again, like I said before, they think themselves out of their blessings. You can look kind of reckless sometimes or whatever, because you just go head in for it. But sometimes that's exactly what gets you your blessings, is because it's that literal blind faith that I'm just gonna trust that it's gonna work out anyway. That literal shit, that sound off of TikTok or Instagram or wherever it came from, everything is always working out for me. That's literally you, or that needs to be your energy. Everything is always working out for me. Now, you don't need to be running your mouth and telling everybody that everything is always working out for you, because everybody doesn't need to know that. And the reason why everybody doesn't need to know that is because a lot of the people that you have around you right now in this moment, in this second, and yet you didn't just thought about one, two, three, four, possibly even up to five people within me just saying that and get into this second right now. You done thought of about several people that can't go with you into this future that you, so not necessarily desperately, but that you praying hard as fuck for, that you burning candle after candle, petition paper, ancestor money after ancestor money, offering after offering, chicken after chicken, whatever it is that they asking for. You in this high priestess energy. You're moving into this high priestess energy if you're not already in it. Some of you are even moving towards the fact that you're wondering, am I ready for this initiation? Because some of y'all could be going through an initiation process to become a high priest or a high priestess. That could be the journey that you are on, and you're wondering, damn, am I ready for this? Damn, am I ready for the next steps within my spirituality? Am I ready to start burning candles? Am I ready to start taking on clients? Am I ready for godchildren? Am I ready for this? Am I ready for that? Am I ready to set up an ancestor altar? Answer is, I feel like yes to all of that. Um, but within due time, that divine timing thing, it still comes into play with all of this. Um, there's still a lot of clarity that you don't have, that you are still receiving. But there is also a lot of clarity that you gained thus far. For some of you, I'm feeling like you need to sit within that. Enjoy the knowledge that you've had or accumulated thus far. Use a lot of it, because some of y'all, you tend to be a collector of knowledge, but you don't use the shit. It's time to use it, because if anything, that's how you're stabbing your damn self in the back. It's not necessarily anybody else's, is the betrayer, is yourself. um Cause yeah, all of these different people might have stuck these swords in your back, but you the one that keep tapping the top, pushing them in further by whatever you're feeding yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, or what you're allowing yourself to consume based off of the people that are around you. For some of you, you are gaining clarity about that because you were overthinking and you don't overthought yourself into clarity. Just make sure that you don't overthink yourself out of that clarity too, and that becomes your biggest betrayal. And I know I'm speaking to a lot of air signs, so Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Yeah, I'm talking to us, y'all. For some of you, you need to be speaking your truth. You may have run away from speaking your truth, and this new moon may open up that throat chakra to where not only are you able to speak your truth, but you're able to receive truth as well. For some of you, you may have had an issue with criticism, whether it was giving or receiving it, or it could be a little bit of both. Um, for some of you, you're walking towards a spiritual awakening, or going through a spiritual awakening, which is what has you withdrawn from a lot of people in a, not necessarily a defensive, but a protective mode when it comes to yourself. For some of you, you need to be more defensive or protective over your finances beginning this new moon, because there are things that you're asking spirit for, that you're manifesting, that is going to take some finances, and it's going to take you to save some money up for it to actually be tangible for you to physically touch. You know what I'm saying? um for some of you, you could be in a space right now where spirit is telling you, or you could be acknowledging the fact that you need to be with the King of Swords. You're being honest with yourself that you need to withdraw. You need to be more protective over yourself, especially when it comes to sexual endeavors. Um, for some of you, Spirit is giving you the confirmation that you need to be celibate right now, or continue to be celibate. Like there could be someone who could pop up sometime soon. Yeah, look at this shit, y'all. It could be somebody that could pop up soon, that although the sex would be really fucking good, the relationship as a whole would be toxic, and this person might be in and out of your life, making very impulsive decisions. Although they could be good decisions depending on which side of their energy, whether they're in a higher or a lower vibration. Um, might not necessarily be that good. Also, this person could come quick. Um, y'all take that energy wherever the hell it lies for some of you. If you are an earth sign, I feel like that applies to you. Ooh, and I just looked down and look, y'all. It's the damn hermit card. So if you are a Virgo, you might be dealing with somebody who is going to shock the shit out of you with that Tower card, because they might be somebody who comes quick. They may be somebody who tells you like, um, I don't know. Well, it won't keep happening, but every time you have sex with this person, like they come quick every time. Every fucking time. It's not gonna change. For others of you, there is someone coming in very fast, because again, your ass manifested this, right? Who has some very, very, very addictive sex. Okay? Which is not a bad thing. Um it's gonna shock the hell out of you, but it's gonna scare the hell out of you too. So for some of you, just be mindful when this person comes in. I don't feel like, okay, for all of you, okay, it's a group of y'all. Some of y'all gonna have sex with this person off bail, like off rip. Like you gon' whether it's a past person that you reconnect with, or it's a current person, a future person, a brand new person, whatever. Some of y'all, on that first night, you hitting that shit. You hitting it. Period. You want to get a sample, and you gonna get the full enchilada. Like you're getting the full course meal while your ass trying to get a sample. Some of your asses might get pregnant too, so just be careful. I'm just throwing it out there. Or get somebody pregnant. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. It's definitely gonna change the fuck out of your life. Wheel of Fortune card here. For some of y'all, just be mindful, because depending on who this is, you will definitely get stuck, quote unquote, with this person. Um, for some of y'all, also make sure that you are single when this happens, because even though you might be trying to juggle two people, you're gonna have to make a decision between one of them. It's gonna be a life changing decision. Wherever the wheel takes you, you gonna sit there for a while. So make sure it's a place that you actually will really want to be. Um, for some of y'all, August or Leo season could be of significance. For others of you, I feel like there is a relationship coming in where you're not gonna mind being exactly where the hell you are, quote unquote, being stuck, being in that hangman energy. You gonna do that shit on purpose. Like, well, I done found where I wanted to be. It shocked the shit out of me, but yep, I'm gonna be right here, right here. Y'all looking for me? I'm right here. I'm right here. You need directions? Ask my woman. You need directions? Ask my woman. Ask my man. Straight up. Straight up. Like, especially if this is a romantic relationship, I feel like it'll develop slowly over time, but it's damn sure gonna lead to something that is long term. Even if it develops over time slowly, this is the relationship that's going to end up, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, or um you developing a better relationship with one of your family members, or you developing a better relationship with your finances, your business is building, your platform, whatever it is growing. It could literally be that you just planted stuff for your garden, in your garden, and now the stuff, it might have been slow at first, but you've been talking to it. You like, well, my grandma and them, they used to say that if you talk to your damn plants, they gonna grow. So I've been talking, and you're actually gonna reap a reward, a huge reward for it. I feel like it might be slow at first, but look, we got the Ten of Pentacles for you. Those of you who this is the actual romantic relationship, again, it's gonna move slow. It's gonna grow slow. Allow it to, because that's what's going to make it last. Because we had the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, now granted, it can be an unexpected, huge windfall. It can be an inheritance, a large lump sum. Um, it could be you receiving certain privileges. This is a family business. This is family land even. Um, this is the white picket fence with the parents and the children and the pets and all of that. The little fairy tale mindset that could be exactly what this is. For some of y'all, this is somebody that you gonna get into a relationship with, and it's gonna move slow at first, but again, it's gonna last forever. For some of you, this is definitely someone that you, even though you might have, I would say, possibly up to a 10 to 17-year-old. For some of y'all, you gonna have a baby with this new person. Um, Even if the baby is like a business, for some of you, this is definitely a physical, breathing, crying, I'm waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, baby. It really is. Um, for others of you, it's just the beauty that this relationship is going to be overflowing. Remember how we were saying they don't want you to pour from an empty cup? I feel like this person is going to pour into you just as much as you pour into them, but respect the fact that there are moments where you need to pour into yourself, and I feel like you're going to respect the fact that there are moments where they need to pour into themselves. I feel like y'all could be like an older couple, and what I mean by older couple, I mean more mature in the sense that y'all ain't in your 20s no more. Y'all might be, even if it is like 20s, it's like later 20s, like you anywhere from 27, 28. And really, I ain't want to say 27 or 28. I really want to say like 29 and 30 plus, 40 plus. Like, that's where y'all are. Even if it's a little age gap between y'all, like if you are in your 30s, your person in their 40s, I feel like y'all are still good. I also feel like y'all are still healthy as well, enough to move around if this is an actual baby. Um, but I feel like with this relationship is going to be nothing. I keep hearing overflow. So it's not only going to be an overflow within love, but it's going to be an overflow within finances. I don't feel like this is somebody who's going to come into your life and now your credit fucked up. Um, or now you're making bad decisions with your money. Like, they may teach you how to be a little bit more spontaneous. They may teach you how to be a little bit more fun, how not to be a stick in the mud. They may even teach you how to um all right, babe, let's go on this trip or whatever. Well, we about to write this trip off as a business trip come next year when we do our taxes. Well, how we doing that, babe? Because for an hour while we on this trip, we about to talk business and we about to write all of this shit down. We about to do this, we about to do that. We about to follow this particular structure so we can take that back to our CPA next year or this year or whatever when we get back home. Whatever it is. Insert example here. You see what I'm saying? For whatever it is within your life. But I definitely feel like this person is someone, I feel like, especially with this chariot card, this is someone that you're going to be on the go with. This is not somebody that um weighs you down, is what I'm hearing. Also, this is somebody who will respect your privacy with this page of swords. This is somebody who, when you say, oh, I don't want to talk about it right now, babe, they're going to respect that. And when you want to talk about it, they're gonna be all ears. Like, give me the tea. Like, who fucked with you? Nah, if they really feel like, oh no, who I gotta, you know what I'm saying, y'all, about you, cause they would. They don't like. I feel like whoever, especially if this is a new love, fuck it. Even if it's a current love and they just are coming into a new energy, right? Um, your person don't play about you. Your people don't play about you. If this is your sisters, cousins, whoever, they don't play about you. If you and your people been separated for a nice little minute for whatever reasons, and they coming back around, they about to tell you like, I'm not about to let nobody hurt you. Can't nobody talk to you any old type of way. Now, for some of y'all, whoever this is coming towards you with this page of swords, they spying on you on your social media. And for some of you, they can actually reach out to you through social media or through your social media to possibly offer a couple of, yep, because spirit them push them to do it. I just heard I just heard, yeah, because they've been bullshitting. So yeah, spirit might be feeling like, and I went through my whole deck of cards with that deck. Spirit may feel like you've been bullshitting, and it's time for you to put in some actual work with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time for you to bring love into a certain situation. For some of y'all, you might not have, like, you might have been standoffish with a certain person. You might have given the cold shoulder, the silent treatment, whatever, to a certain person, or someone may have ghosted you. Y'all lost contact, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they quote unquote ghosted you per se. It's just you might have changed your number, they might have changed their number. The mutual friend that y'all had between y'all neither one of y'all talk to anymore, so there's no way of reconnecting in that particular way. Whatever it is, for some of you, there's a sense where there are certain connections where you have to understand that some connections are practical in the sense where that's just my homegirl at work. Whereas another situation where is, well, that's just my, I don't know, that's just my tarot reader for Tuesdays, or I don't know, my spiritual worker for Saturdays, or I only go to this priest on Sunday, on the first Sunday of every year. I don't know, or this church or that church, or I don't know, y'all. Insert whatever here. But some of y'all need to balance between your practicality and your spirituality. For some of you, this literally means like you're not giving your ancestors or your own spiritual journey enough effort, enough time. Um, all right, you got all of these different spiritual books, you got all of these different spiritual pages, and you follow all of these different spiritual pages, but are you actually using any of that? Are you using any of it? Are you learning your herbs? Do you know what could kill you and what can't kill you, what can heal you, and you know what I'm saying? What will poison you and what is the antidote to that poison? Because a lot of that shit, especially once you get down to wanting to wield magic, you need to know the medicinal purposes and the magical purposes, because they do go hand in hand. They do. So yeah, you need to know that, yeah, you can use belladonna to heal a motherfucker or to kill a motherfucker. Yeah, it makes a difference. It does. I mean, because it's real shit. But at the same time, the same thing with belladonna. One thing you will notice about it, it grows around places where there's abuse, there's strife and discord and anger, and families aren't getting along. 9 times out of 10, pay attention whether your homegirls, or go back in your memory whether it was you yourself going through it or somebody else might be going through DV, right? Domestic violence, right? You know, you might know what belladonna is, and by the time you get done listening to this reading, you might go ahead and look it up and then know what belladonna looked like. Think about it. The times where you did actually see weeds around your house or this particular person's house, was it ever belladonna around it? Did you ever see it? Did you notice those dark ass, black ass berries? Because sometimes the answer will be yes. Now, it don't always apply, but yeah, yeah. Sometimes you'll notice that. And then, too, with this energy as well, with this balance, practicality, and spirituality, and it's interesting that this card is behind all of this, but it's like you might need to release something. Like, all right, a lot of people use the full moon to release things. Well, why not release things within or underneath the dark moon, right? You could bury things right now, and just because you bury it doesn't mean it's gonna grow. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all, you need to let shit go underneath this new moon, so that the things that you really asking for, that you really do desire, that you actually want to hold on to, can come towards you and actually manifest and materialize. Some of you may be in a space where you're decluttering not only your life, but your space. You're getting rid of old clothes, or you're finding new ways to repurpose them. So you might be turning old things into new things. You're turning, I don't know, old pair of pants into a skirt. For some of you who garden, you might be turning a old pair of pants from an ex-boyfriend or your kids even. You could be turning those pants into planters that you got nailed up against your raised flower beds, or welcoming people to your garden or to your front door. You never know. I definitely got the sense though within this reading, especially because a lot of that, the pregnancy energy at the beginning, and a lot of that fire energy. It's a lot of y'all who are gonna be in a very creative, I heard competitive even energy moving forward from this new moon. I feel like a lot of you are going to be motivated. I also feel like a lot of you are going to be givers. This card has come up multiple times. You could be a Virgo or have Virgo placements in your chart. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's time to believe in the impossible. By the time after this new moon and this full moon comes into fruition, so this new moon grows into a full moon, um, I feel like it's a lot of things that are going to come to fruition, but there are a lot of things that aren't going to come to fruition as well. Nothing will come of this situation. I feel like there's a lot of things that if you just don't believe and take any action towards it just at all, yeah, it's definitely not going to manifest. Yes, you are going to be mad about it too. But understand it's because you didn't take any type of steps towards making whatever that dream is come true. Does it give you anxiety? Fuck yeah, it gives you anxiety. But at the end of the day, it's like, do you want to be left out in the cold, or do you want to be a leader? Do you want to be confident? Do you want to get good news? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for a lot of y'all need to be looking at the bigger picture and expect powerful change. Like, a lot of y'all need to be expecting the things that you want. Like, I tell a lot of people, get up and tell the day what it's going to be. Don't just wait for it to and figure out what the fuck is going to happen. No. Say, get up in the morning, thank the divine, say hello to the divine, talk to your ancestors, say what up though, however you greet them or whatever in the morning. Wash your face, wash your ass, scratch your ass, say hello to your pets, feed them, your kids, whoever the fuck. Like, do your routine in the morning, but also make sure while you're doing that, you tell the day, today's gonna be a good day. We're all gonna experience good things today. I'm gonna experience a miracle today. The people around me are going to experience miracles today. When your week begins, say the same shit over your week too. Like, expect that shit to happen. Don't leave room for anything but the good things to happen to you. Say it out loud. Command it. You have just as much power. Like, that's the trippy thing. Like, God try and get us to understand all the time. Like, little baby, you literally is my kid. Like, could you imagine God rubbing his head or her head? Like, child, didn't I pack you up with like a little school box and a little book bag and some ancestors and few deities? I know I sent you with a whole team of people and some things equipped within your spirit body to get you through this. Now, I'm not telling you that you can't ask for help because I'm here. You know that. But did I tell you that like ye are gods, right? That means you're a little me, right? That means you can do anything. Don't I tell you? Don't I even have the humans telling you that you can do anything? Well, baby, that's not just talk, sugar. It's not just talk. Yes, do it. Have it. I will give it to you. But you will give it to you too, just as much as I will. Remember, you can give yourself anything, just like I can give you anything. But you know, I still pull rank and I can take that shit from you. So still remember to be grateful for it along the way, from the smallest thing to the largest. But expect good things before you expect the shitty things. Because the shitty things, if you notice, will manifest faster than the good things. Because again, sometimes things take longer because it's a custom order. Like, and some of y'all is only looking at like one section, like y'all only looking at that much of the fucking picture, but look how big it really is. You looking at one damn crater focused all over here, and look, it's 111 as I'm saying it. Like, no, no, expect good things. Expect that things are going to expand, that they are going to get bigger and better for you. Expect it. Expect good things. Like, don't allow, and I know like it's easier to say than be done, but don't allow like your mind to consume you. Don't allow your mind to consume you. Yeah, because look, I split the deck and we literally see the Empress card and the Magician card. Like, manifest that shit and don't talk yourself out of your blessings. And I ain't gonna repeat myself or spirit no more. So, and just as we began with the new moon energy, we are ending with the new moon energy. Expect that a new start is coming underneath this new moon, like, cause it is. Expect the powerful change. Like, look at the bigger picture, because sure enough, the bigger picture is going to be well known and visible for you. Like, you're gonna understand why things have gone the way that they've gone. Why spirit has seemingly kept certain secrets or secrets, people, things, or whatever from you. You're gonna understand why. Like, it's all gonna be made clear. Um and just real quick, somebody may come in and try and speak to you on the low, or speak to you in secret, um, or may come in and tell you a secret. It's taking them a minute to make the decision to do this. Um, Again, they may have thought that they would regret this, or they regret it, or they regret not making this decision to talk to you or come towards you sooner. But ultimately, yeah, things are going to turn out victoriously for you or this person or for this situation. My bad, y'all. So, yeah. Ended it with don't let pride get in your way. So, for some of y'all, don't let pride get in your way. It's the time to give rather than take. A new start is coming. And wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. So, thank you guys who tuned in live to see this. Thank you to those who are watching this after the fact. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you to my day ones and those who have been coming in as the channel has been growing. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can use my Ko-fi link, which can be found in the About section under, if you click website. Um, you can send a tip there, or you can send a Cash App tip to Poetic Purposes with the money hands, you'll see me pop up. So yeah, if you want to book a reading, same way, you can email me. You can email me at Hoodoo Prayers and Tarot. You can text me by using the contact button on my Instagram at Sun Moon and Roots, spelled the same way as my YouTube page. You guys have a good night. I am headed to bed. Um, for some of y'all need to take a spiritual bath tonight. And yes, literally after you listen to this, or today, whenever you listen to this, because these messages really be timeless. But whenever you run into this and you hear it, take a spiritual bath, even if it's just a plain, simple one with salt and water. Take a spiritual bath. For others of you, I'm hearing that you need to take a milk and honey bath. For others of you, and y'all will know who it'll apply to based off of the vibrations or whatever confirmations that you need. For others of you, you need to take a spiritual bath that contains coffee in it, coffee and cinnamon. For others of you, you need to take a spiritual bath that contains coffee, milk, honey, and cinnamon. And I'll leave it at that. That is my time. I thank you for yours. Shout out to y'all. Peace, Royal Gang.